Let's move away from politics now. Let's focus on a story of heroism. The story of a person who reminds us all of what it means to be Indian. Major Mithali Madhumita, the first woman officer to receive a gallantry award. Major Mithali Madhumita, we are honored to have you in studio tonight. On Independence Day today, as we look, so many question what is democracy, what is the meaning of India, who actually rules India. As a soldier, what would you say today?
I would say that India is a great country. I'm very proud to be an Indian, and we as soldiers do our duty to the best that we can do. And we are there to safeguard the nation, always and every time. So you can rest in peace all the time.
Tell us about that time in Kabul. It's especially difficult, and of course you are the first woman to get a gallantry award, but that doesn't make your achievement less important at all, because it's everybody who receives a gallantry award is as deserving of it. It's not a gender issue. But tell us about that time in Kabul.
On 26th of February 2010, early morning hours, we woke up to deafening noise of this huge blast and gunfire. The first thought that came to my mind was I should find out about my colleagues, if they are okay. That's like a normal drill that we follow in Kabul. So I called them up. I got no reply. So I got a little worried. So I called up my other colleagues who stayed nearby. Then is when I found out that this attack was on the guest house where my colleagues stayed. So my first thing that I thought I should do is rush to their aid. You know, when these kind of attacks happen in Kabul, the city is kind of under siege. There's no movement of vehicle, no movement of personnel. I kind of hitchhiked, ran, walked to the spot. When I reached there, to my greatest horror, I saw that most of my colleagues were injured. The attack was on, bullets flying all around, grenade blasts happening, and then started the rescue operation. Of course, the local population did not speak English. They spoke only Dari. There is where my local language knowledge helped me. We took all the injured people with much difficulty by mustering local help and calling for help from the local, from the neighbors who were there around with all the vehicles to different hospitals, and that was total chaos. After that, of course, the 24 hours battle started of life and death of many colleagues who were severely injured, and we were trying to help them, medical aid at different hospitals, and it was a difficult task till the air evacuation happened next day morning.
I know, and we use words like battle and war so easily when we describe confrontations and political issues, but I think really you've explained what war actually means. It's a matter of life and death. Tell me, when you received your gallantry award, I think the proudest person was your mother, who was clapping proudly, and she said that at that time that she had actually wanted you to do something entirely different, perhaps even be a lecturer. So what does she say today?
Yeah, I come from a family of educationists in Orissa. So my mother, I being the eldest in the family, I have two other sisters, younger ones. She always wanted me to become a lecturer like her, but then I chose the army. So it was a very proud moment for my family and me when I received the gallantry award. The thoughts that were going on in my mind when I was receiving this award in Hisar military station were those of my colleagues, the two brave officers who fought very gallantly, martyred today, unfortunately. But they were really great soldiers, you know. They did what a soldier is supposed to do in this kind of a situation. Unarmed, they fought all the terrorists that had entered that place and tried to save their fellow colleagues. This is what we are supposed to do for our teammates, you know, watch out for each other. So that was what was going on in my mind. And also I was thinking, you know, there's a sense of pride that we feel as soldiers. The sense of pride in doing something, being able to do something that you're supposed to do. It's a sense of great satisfaction as a soldier.
Putting India before yourself. Thank you so much, Major Mithali. I think your words and of course remembering your colleagues is really crucial today as we examine what's going on in our current political system as well. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. And as I said, we shouldn't remember these brave soldiers only when they get gallantry awards. We need to remember